Can we see the bios of the other people? So, I was curious about something, but someone else beat me to it. So, let's answer the question by searching for Charles Calvin's files as well. Let's check Reginald and Right Hand Man's files. Can we look in the files for Dr. V? Can't spell out her full name, please. I'm on mobile, so can't look it up either. If we're checking everyone's files, we might as well also check for Henry. You know, to see if anything interesting shows up. What does Henry dream about?
Hey, Henry? Henry? Henry! You feeling alright? We were spacing out for a while there.
Henry? Why is Ellie like that? Do you just need to wake up to stop it? Is that actually her?
No, it can't be her. This isn't real.
Oh no. Henry, wake up! Hurry and wake up! You're dreaming! It's not real! Henry, can you wake up? You don't look so good.
Henry, you should probably wake up.
Deep breaths, Henry. It's just a dream. Don't panic like me. No, I'm not panicking. Try to snap out of it, Henry. Are you feeling okay? You're clearly not.
Henry, you've got to find a way to wake up.
I'm trying. It's not working.
It doesn't matter, Henry. She's gone. I don't know what timeline you're in, but snap out of it. They all love you so much, so try to stay focused and snap out of it.
Alright, if you say so, just don't go pushing yourself, alright? I know you've got some personal gripe with these guys, but I'm sure Charles and I can handle this mission by yourselves if you aren't feeling up to it.
Wait, she said that this morning before we went to briefing for our next mission.
Well, if you're sure. Come on, Charles is waiting outside.
Wake up, Mr. Stickmin. You have work to do. Henry, it's been 5 minutes. Flip your sticks. Henry, your sticks.
Sticks! I hope nobody heard all that yelling. That would be bad, Henry. Oh, shit. Quick, I think you need to hide back in your box. Shh. Focus outside. Do you hear anything? People? Driving? They don't seem to be slowing down. I think we're safe for now.
Hasn't even been an hour and we're already having close calls.
Yeah, sorry about that. All that time jump took a lot out of me, I guess.
That was weird. We were inside your dream, weren't we? Just how interlinked are we to you, Henry?
More than I first thought. I could tell a few of you were there in my dream. I just realized I haven't been signing for a while. You're all in my head. You can just hear my thoughts.
So, what's the plan now? If there even is one, besides wait currently.
Yep, just wait for now. It'll still be a bit. The bank is in the middle of nowhere, pretty far away from the city, so we've still got some time.
I think one of us tried to hug you. Did you feel that?
Yes, somewhat. It was nice. Thank you for that, by the way.
Your outfit is 11 out of 10. Looks comfy.
It is, thank you. Oversized hoodies are the best.
Henry, Henry, I'm curious if the sensations you felt during the dream were at all like when you used the corruptic back on the Pardon Palace / Top Hat Recruits path. Do you remember that, Fail?
I do. It was almost exactly like that, actually. Like how it feels when your leg falls asleep, but like sharp and all over.
I do wonder, if you could somehow feel one of us hugging you, can we lift things? Let me try with this box. Ugh, that's a no for me. It didn't even budge.
Good try? Definitely still voices in my head, but good try anyway.
So, Henry, bit of a random question, but where do you get all that wildly advanced tech from?
It's weird. Whatever I need is always just kind of there in my pockets whenever I need it. I have no idea where it all comes from because I certainly didn't put it all there.
Those boots look amazing on you. Where did you get them?
Thank you. Ellie helped me pick these ones out after we completed our first mission together.
Hey Henry, how long did you watch part 65 of the Henry Stickmin walkthrough?
Can I see that information is classified?
Henry, is it cold in the back of there? Doesn't seem like the place you'd cuddle up in. Must be glad we have that sweater of yours.
It was kind of hot in here earlier, since we're in the middle of the desert, but it's beginning to cool off now. Must be starting to get late out.
Hey Henry, what is your power level? Because we have seen you explode the Top Hat station by just yelling.
Apparently I'm a 10.6 level anomaly. Not that I have any idea what that means.
No, you cannot say the information was classified. Tell us!
Yeah, thought so. 27 minutes and 13 seconds.
Do you ever miss being in charge of the Top Hat clan and all? Especially with that also dapper Top Hat.
It was a really nice top hat, wasn't it? And I had a fancy outfit to go with it and everything, too. Top Hat King was so close to being perfect. I too kind of miss it sometimes.
Henry, how far away do you think we are?
See.
In some of the endings, like Unseen Burglar, you drop the Tunisian diamond on the guard. Do you ever think about what happened to people you killed in different timelines?
All the time.
Can we see the Top Hat outfit?
It looked something like this. Blue is usually more my color, but I think the red worked nicely for this one. What do you think of Gadget Gabe, considering you've used their notorious inventions in the past? He's a cool guy. We were friends somewhat when we were in high school. He's probably working on his engineering degree by now. Haven't talked to the guy in years.
Hey Henry, a bit curious while we're here. Opinions on Reginald and or Right-Hand Man? I mean, as if he were still on friendly terms with them, like in the Top Hat King ending, or Top Hat for life.
I know I should hate them, but I really don't think I have the heart for that anymore. Maybe I've gone soft or something, I don't know. They aren't great people by any means, but neither am I, so who am I to say if they deserve it? What usually happens when the timeline resets? Like, how far back do you go? I used to finish a route, and then I could rewind to wherever I wanted to try out anything I missed. No resets. After fleeing the complex, it just ended, so I kept going back until I found that perfect route. Not that it had really mattered at that point. Then, one day I beat fleeing the complex again and I found the hub. It didn't just stop. Everything I did suddenly had consequences. And I couldn't just go back either. I had to live with the ending I got until I was sent back to the hub. Since my powers only work when I fail and I had technically won, I was stuck until everything reset on its own.
What do you mean by Top Hat King being so close to perfect? What would have made it perfect?
A certain sunshiny government pilot by the name of Charles Calvin. Do you have any idea how hard it is to be enemies with that guy? Knowing he'd be disappointed and or mad at me makes me feel all gross.
Have you ever told Ellie and Charles about your ability? If not, do you think you ever will tell them?
No, and I don't really intend to. Ellie's aware that I have powers, just not what they all are, since she has powers too. I don't know if there ever really will be a good time to tell them.
Wait, Ellie has powers? What kind?
She can lift things with her mind and fuse with up to 2 willing parties. Her powers are a lot less passive than mine.
I hope this isn't too personal to ask, but what do you identify as? Gender and sexuality wise.
It's fine, really. I'm a cis male, he, him, and I'm biromantic asexual.
Be gay, do crime.
Correct.
So, Henry, how often do you have the ability to just have something? Like in Pure-Blooded Thief and Conflict Allies, when you chose the Alone fail, where Ellie throws you two off the rocket and latches on with a knife. You easily could have used another device or option to get away. Do you actually have the choice to do things like that, or do you just have to let things play out until you're given the option to just choose something?
All of the choices are predetermined, so I can't really diverge from the given paths too much, even if I wanted to. I haven't had the chance to try in a long time, though.
Wait, Ellie confused with up to 2 people? Have you, Charles, and Ellie ever fused?
We haven't, but we totally should sometime, once we're all back together.
What would yours, Ellie's, and Charles's fusion look like?
If I had to guess, maybe something like this?
Do a flip!
I am in a moving vehicle. I will not be doing a flip.
Okay, simple question. What's your favorite color?
Blue.
So being the king wasn't worth it without that smiley pilot by your side.
Pretty much, yeah.
Do you remember the betrayed ending? How did you feel when Reginald dropped you?
I think the title I came up with for that ending sums up my feelings on it pretty well.
Wait a second. What do you happen to know the weird voice that criticizes you after every fail?
That guy's the only voice I really recognize, because he sure talked an awful lot more than the rest of you did.
How long have we been reading? Time sure does fly when you're voiced in someone's head.
If I had to estimate, 2 hours? Maybe 3? I took a nap in the middle there, so I'm not too sure.
When did you start hearing voices in your head, and how did you react?
If I remember correctly, it was during my first big heist. And not the bank heist, a different one before that. Maybe 5 years ago? It was definitely weird and honestly a bit scary.
I'm super sorry about this, but I have many questions about you and everything going on. You don't have to answer them all, but here they are. How do you know how many days, months, and years go past? How do you know what each ending is called? And Top Hat for Life and Top Hat King, did you ever try to get Charles to join the Top Hats? Which do you prefer, government or Top Hats? Do you know if Charles has powers? And if you did, what would you say they are? How many of us would you say there are?
Speed round. I keep a journal of how many days it's been since the ending. I named them. Yes, keyword try. Currently government, but I'm pretty biased. He doesn't. Powers are pretty rare. I can't really tell. You all sound pretty similar, but I know there's a lot of you.
Henry, is Dr. V possibly working for the government in Triple Threat? Did you have any run-ins with her?
Yeah, she joined the government as a medic about a year ago. She comes with us on all our big missions in case something bad happens. How'd you guess?
Well, could there possibly be some connection between her and what happened to Cindy Beck? She is an expert in her field after all.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense, I guess. She might have been involved, now that I think about it. I did have some big mission today from what I remember.
Wait, Henry, do you have your journal with you right now? Can we see it? It's fine if we can't.
It's not much of a journal, really. Just something to tally the days between the ending and resets.
Do you ever feel bad for betraying the top hat so totally? You had to spend some time in each top hat ending after all. Did you never befriend any of them? Laugh at any of their jokes? Sven, Reginald, Cheshire? And yet, I'm certain you've utterly destroyed their lives for 2 years.
I don't think you've gone soft, Henry. I think you're accepting love and peace as part of your normal life. That's something to be proud of.
Thank you. That's a much nicer way of putting it.
Anything new with the top hats? Have they broken out of jail, or has anything interesting happened with them?
That's what I was doing this morning! Hey Henry, how did you feel about Reginald pulling you up in Top Hat King instead of dropping you like in Betrayed? Extreme deja vu and existential dread. I'm just glad he didn't decide to drop me that time.
So you don't like Valiant Hero and Top Hat Civil Warfare because of Charles and Ellie, respectively. But why don't you like Revenged? I mean, you did get those sick augmentations to your body.
Nothing good came out of that route. I had to have my arm and spine replaced. I died twice. The Top Hat clan was wiped off the face of the earth with nothing to show for it. Revenged or not, that ending wasn't worth it in the slightest.
How long did you have the Stickmin Space Resort? The idea to turn the Top Hat Space into a space hotel was genius, and it seemed like a sweet deal.
It was a pretty great ending, all things considered. One of the longest, too. Got reset not too long after the 1-year anniversary of the resort's grand opening. It was kind of lonely up in space, though. I was always hoping one of the others would come and visit someday.
Actually, Henry, are you sure you would have stayed dead in Revenge? I mean, I honestly doubt Dr. V would have just let her greatest creation just die and rot in the middle of nowhere. She might have had a tracking device in you and brought you back to life for a third time. She's shown she can easily bring back the dead. Maybe you could have been a superhero in that timeline, and would have met Charles and Ellie again later in the timeline. Just some speculation to think about.
Maybe. I'm sure someone would have eventually found me. But it reset soon after I died, so we'll never really know. Actually, that's the one good thing about it. At least it didn't last very long.
Henry, did you ever free Dave Pampa from the Top Hat clan in the airship? Has he appeared in the other timelines?
I pitched the idea to the general as soon as I could, and it turned into one of Triple Threat's first big missions. I didn't know how long Triple Threat would last, so I wanted to at least fix one of my mistakes while I had the chance. He's in witness protection now. I haven't seen Rupert smile like that since I was in prison. Check the loading bar one more time for the homies!
Looks like Henry just had a brain blast. What are you doing this morning, bud?
I'm fine. I remembered something about this morning and just freaked out a bit. We got word that Reginald and Right Hand Man broke out of prison and were on their way to get the rest of the Top Hat clan out of the wall. They knew that would convince us to go after them, and we fell for it. They wanted revenge, but something went wrong. The memory's still all fuzzy in places, but I guess they must have gotten what they wanted in the end either way. I've got to get out of here and make sure the others are okay. The truck's stopping.